Easy now, my peeps. I'm Angry Del, and this is Fortnite Horde Bash. So it's just taken me about half an hour just to get a game started, because for some reason no one seems to want to join a level in this, and then when they do, they quit after 5 minutes. So other than that, though, I've had a great time playing this mode. So I'm dead-eyeing just to complete my Outlander quest. I think this is the last one, and that'll unlock Southie, or whatever his name is. So yeah, just gonna literally smash through this, get as many tier 2 points as possible, and then move on to the tier 3 stuff, which I do believe unlocks the rocket launcher, and that's kind of the main thing you want to get out of Horde Bash. First few rounds we should just storm through these. Now, although I'm using the Deagle, it wouldn't be my first choice of weapon for wave clear. It's just purely because the only other pistol that I've got that I use as a main is my Vendetta, and that's tier 3. Unfortunately, I probably shouldn't have upgraded it as soon as I did, because it's just unnecessarily overpowered. So there's not really much. Fucking hell, where did they come from? So there's not really much point in having a level 3 gun until you get into Canny Valley, obviously. But yeah, I sort of foolishly did that, and now I'm stuck with it. But it doesn't really matter, I guess, because when I get to the tier 3 levels on this, which is what you really want to be doing to get that rocket launcher, that's when, you know, that gun's just going to help me fly through those levels. Not doing particularly well at the moment, am I? Just running around aimlessly here, but yeah, it is unfortunate, because the Vendetta is perfect for this sort of map. It's got reasonable range on it. It's very good at wave clearing. It's very powerful. And ammo conservation, as long as you don't go crazy with a rapid fire, it's a good gun for sort of conserving ammo and not having to recraft ammo. Speaking of which, get my rounds up to about 200. I mean, you don't have to do much in these first few rounds, really. It's when you start getting the exploders and the lobbers that you start to have problems. But yeah, these early ones, piece of piss. It's a piss. So that's why I'm just kind of running around doing nothing at the moment. Oh, come on. Alright. Next round. Whee! Oh, lost a bit of health there, never mind. Not terrible at wave clear, it's just, it obviously takes so long to reload. I do have a reload buff, so it's not that bad on this particular combination of Deadeye and this pistol. The perks are reload perks, which are really good actually on the Deagle. Depending on what you're using it for, but pretty friggin' overpowered anyway. You hit a crit on most shots because it's got a high crit rate, and I've got a 20% crit buff with Deadeye. So it works very nicely on him, as do all pistols, but particularly this one with this combination of perks. As I say that, I would much prefer the Deagle, but hey ho, not the end of the world. As you can see, no one's really built any kill tunnels or anything. I mean, you don't have to have them, but I find them very useful for like those little mini mobs and stuff like that, particularly again when I'm playing a Deagle, because if I've got a big wave like that, I don't want to be using a high powered gun to kill every little one of them. So it's much easier just to run into like a laser trap or something like that. But you can't if there isn't one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, overall though, this mode, it's made a nice refreshing change to the game. It's not the most interesting mode in the game, because the map itself is the same every time. Oh, don't you dare put traps up there after I've just built that, you fucking penis. Don't do that! Oh, I hate people! Oh my god, I hate people. He can see what I'm doing, and he's just being an absolute cock. Go and do your own fucking traps, you idiot. And he doesn't even reinforce. What are you doing? Oh my god, what is this guy doing? Absolutely no need for that. It's so pointless. So pointless. As I say, they're going to die and explode and wreck the thing anyway. There's no point in building like that, what he's doing. That's if they even make it up here. God, there's loads of them over here. Should put a kill tunnel up here, shouldn't you, mate, rather than ruining my one? Oh, might hit him eventually. Go. I have to say, it does get a bit annoying when people start fucking with your shit. I mean, if someone's building something, I generally have the courtesy just to let them build it, and I don't interfere with it unless I can see they don't have any traps. But that guy must have spotted I was crafting traps above my head. I saw him doing it on his. And there's obviously a satisfaction to building your own tunnel and then setting the traps up in it. If you've built the fucking thing and some other twat comes up and builds the traps, it just ruins it. Ruins the vibe. But this is nice though, because they're not exploders. I don't know what they are, misty ones. Not really any point in even standing there, they're all gonna die. And yeah, it's nice the fact that you can just constantly craft traps and not have to worry about farming and weapons and all the rest of it. But yeah, as I say, I mean, you don't have to have those tunnels up, but why would you not when you get the items? It's, you don't use the same items for crafting traps as you do for crafting weapons, so it doesn't really affect that side of things. I didn't put my defender up in this. Who cares? As I've only got my only good defender is a sniper, it's kind of pointless putting defenders up other than in sort of sniper positions. She'll just, especially with a one shot, she's just going to get killed as soon as anything mob-like comes along. Unless she does actually get a one shot on the whole lot. Really? Really, dude? I love this gun. I love the knockback on it. It's not, as I say, it's not a wave clear pistol, but it's great for the big stuff. It's great for smashers and the husky husks, shit like that. And it does, like there, you saw the difference in damage between a normal shot and a crit. It does tend to crit more often than not, this gun. As I say, that's a combination of my perks and the gun perks. Actually, it's not a perk on the gun, it's just got a reasonable crit rate out of the box. Yeah, every couple of shots you tend to hit a crit. So again, you know, these traps should deal the vast majority of husks that walk through it. The bigger stuff will be almost killed, if not killed. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. The one shot.
Wish I could.
But the damage on a headshot with a crit is like 8,000-9,000 on this gun. It's level 20. Got a few buffs. I think he's got damage and reload speed buff on it, specifically, and nothing else. Which I think is a great combo on this gun. You definitely don't want an increased fire rate. You definitely don't want durability decay or anything like that. It's just pointless. So yeah, damage, reload speed. And I mean, an ammo buff would be nice if it held more than 6 rounds. But as I say, because the reload's pretty quick, it's not a massive issue. Unless you start shooting bricks like that and not hitting anything. Yeah, we're not gonna struggle as a team on this unless someone quits. I am finding that a lot in this mode, and that's probably my. Oh, here we go, smasher. I never know how to get a headshot. Where is its fucking head? Just got ruined then. He just got ruined then. As soon as that crit landed and the trap went off, that was it. Bye bye, smasher. I'm just lucky he didn't take the trap out. Good shots. Is that it? Round over. No. Yeah. Well done. Nice. But anyway, that's a very powerful gun she's got. Probably a bit overpowered. Now the one shot, if you didn't know, is, as the name suggests, it's a slow firing kind of one shot to kill sniper rifle. Is useless at wave clear unless you build a kill tunnel, because the bullets penetrate straight through everything. So if you build a kill tunnel with it and they're all lined up, you can literally kill 10 plus of them with one bullet. Well, you can kill as many as are lined up with one bullet. Oh god, an explode around. Now these are a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. You don't hit the barrels quick enough, it just decimates your base in seconds, literally. Now you've only got to hit the barrel once to get it to explode, but I do find because the collision detector on Fortnite isn't that accurate, it's a kind of COD type mechanism as opposed to Battlefield. So sometimes when you hit the barrel, it actually hits them because it just gives you the benefit of the doubt and gives you a headshot. I have noticed that quite a lot. I don't do it all the time, but got to be a little bit careful because you don't actually really want to be hitting them. You want to be hitting the barrel and you want to be hitting it early. And as soon as you've shot the barrel, as long as they're not at that same point in time lining up to throw it, they'll always explode with the barrel in their hand before they have a chance to throw at anything and destroy anything. So just continue to do that. See what I mean there? I'm pretty sure. Oh shit! It's not that away. That's the other thing, you've got to sort of be on your toes with your pickaxe if you're not carrying a melee, just so you can knock the barrels away if they do drop them near any of your structures. Not ideal, obviously. I mean, best case scenario is you've killed them before they're anywhere near anything, but as you well know, that doesn't always happen. So, there we go, round over. Okay, we've got absolutely no kill tunnels up here. Should be alright though. You get stuck in with this one, I think.
Not at this moment.
Yeah, so I mean, for me at the moment, my biggest problem isn't the bigger stuff, it's the smaller stuff, because I just cannot kill it quick enough. I've got Teddy, but that's obviously limited to the number of fragments that I pick up. And I've got my, that material charge punch thing, which is quite good on the mini-mobs actually at a low level. It's useless again, like Teddy, when you're sort of progressing in the game, but at this level, it's pretty damn good. Just melt them. But yeah, otherwise, other than my skills, I don't have a way of clearing them quickly at the moment. I could build a Freedom's Herald. It's level, I think it's like level 16 or 17. And it is really good on the mini-mobs. But as I say, I don't massively need it. And kind of rather keep the items just in case I need them for something else. Saying that, the likelihood of me having to build another gun, somewhere between slim and none, because durability of this gun compared to the power is very, very good. You see that? Again, yes, I know my gun's overpowered, and I'm a lot higher level than I should be, but it's still a very, very powerful gun and a great gun for Ranger Deadeye to be carrying. And I have to say as well, there's a lot of seems to be a lot of salt in the world of Fortnite in terms of weapon selection and things like that, but the reality is, the main thing with the guns is, you know, it's a lottery at the end of the day. So whatever you pick up, you're going to end up using. You've got a selection, great. You know, I was quite lucky. I got a lot of really good guns early game. But I find this to be one of the most enjoyable guns to play with. There's a real satisfaction to just one-hitting the shit out of everything. And you know, you don't get that with many other pistols. Well, hello, it's a couple of takers. Look at the cheeky fellas. Yeah, laser eyes and a taker. So anyway, this is one of, just for fun, this is one of my favourite guns. I normally carry it as a secondary with Deadeye to my Vendetta / Jackal. And I use it when I need knockback specifically. If there's like a you know, like a laser eyes or a husky husk, and I just need to slow them down a bit, and quickly switch to this gun and then switch back again to my Vendetta on the waves. And you know, I think that's the thing, is one of the things to bear in mind. If you're going to play an Outlander, you can't really use a one-fit gun like you can with a soldier. So at the moment when I play soldier class, I only really need a Hydra, and I carry a one-shot sniper rifle as well for the sort of range stuff. Just want to, not necessarily in the sort of main bulk of the game, but when you're just wandering around the map, you see a laser eyes from miles off, you don't want to get in a fight, you don't want to lose health, so it's easy just to snipe them. But yeah, the combo on Outlander is definitely going to be, for me anyway, Vendetta, this, and just get in. This, and sometimes a Freedom's Herald as well. I normally either carry melee or a Freedom's Herald because I tend to use it exclusively on densely packed mini-mobs or densely packed normal mobs. I just took a bit of damage there, didn't I? Blimey, and the slow. So yeah, we're doing really well though here. I mean, as I say, it was never going to be that difficult. We're all over leveled, but what I found is a couple of the waves that I've got have been almost unplayable. Like when you get a smasher wave or a lobber wave, and not a lobber wave, a sploder wave, and there's just absolutely loads of them.
Wave incoming. 10 seconds.
I've got quite a few legendary bits and bobs now, traps, weapons, and all the rest of it, but I tend to use the same things all the time, which is the combination of the slowing floor spikes, these laser wall things, and the ceiling traps. So the ceiling traps kind of for the wave clear, the wall traps are for the bigger stuff, floor traps just a general slow, which, you know, it's always going to come in handy. I do feel like those floor type, these slows, if you lay enough of them out, it just makes the game so much easier. I used to play Orcs Must Die 2 quite a lot, and the equivalent in that is the tar pits. They don't do any damage, but you lay enough of them out, you just can't, you can't really go wrong. It gives you so much time to kill stuff. That didn't crit, that's disappointing. It's very satisfying when you want it, those laser eye dudes. Right, so the guys going up there should just be getting killed by my traps. I don't really need to worry about that side. Don't really need to worry about this side, in fairness. Not with these traps. But you kind of want the traps to be going off like now when there's a big group of whatever's, mini mobs or bigger mobs. Doesn't really matter. But if it's one thing that jumps in and every trap goes off, that is quite annoying. I think I've got a trap reload speed buff somehow by one of my stats. Actually, no, I don't. I'm thinking of Machinist Harper. She's one of the Scavenger champions. Scavenger hero. Really good, actually, for kill tunnels and trap perks and all that sort of thing. Oof. But I don't... I know, obviously, you need to play as different classes to progress, particularly in modes like this where you unlock stuff when you do it, but you know, most people play soldier class. I tend to exclusively play soldier class or Outlander. I'm not a big fan of ninja class, got nothing against it, but I much prefer shooting stuff than I do going in with a sword. At early game I was the opposite. I used to play Outlander and the Constructor and Ninja more than anything, and I loved the fact you could just dive in and melee everything, but I don't know, after a while it got a bit tedious and I decided to switch out to Outlander class and Soldier class. Soldier class is probably the best in the game, or the easiest should I say, but I find them quite boring to play. If you're constantly playing Soldier class, it does become a little bit tedious. Hurry up, hurry up! There we go. Let's just watch her in action for a bit, because I want to see what her aim is like. See how slow that gun is to recharge though. Reload even. She's one-hitting shit in the air, I'm impressed. I don't think I could even do that. I have noticed like some people's defenders seem to do a lot better than they do. Probably myself included, if I'm honest. Oh, look at that. Ranged headshot with a Deagle. 9,000 damage. Definitely one of my all-time favourite gun. Well, all-time favourites that I've played with so far. It's almost, this pistol is almost like a sniper rifle. It's that good. A scopeless sniper rifle with limited range, but that's about as good as it gets on a Outlander. It's weird that they don't have a class that has a sniper rifle buff yet. I mean, they've only just got a class that has a shotgun perk, which is the well, it's the soldier class, but it's the new soldier. I forget her name, but the scavenger one, the one you'll get as a reward if you complete enough soldier class missions in this mode. And yeah, she's got a shotgun perk, which I have to say it's nice to have. But if you've got a Hydra, it's kind of pointless, because Hydra is obviously an assault rifle class shotgun, and it's one of the best guns in the game, if not the best at the moment. The perks on it are fixed. Now, unfortunately, if you haven't got one already, I'm not sure about this, but I think you can still get one in an alarm. Let's try and headshot him from it. Yeah, see, it's not critting. It might be the range actually that's lower. But yeah, anyway, oh, there we go. The shotgun class to me seems a little bit pointless, to be honest, at the moment, because as I say, there's only one champ that has shotgun buffs, and that particular champ has an assault rifle, which is better than a shotgun. But well, better than a shotgun class shotgun, should I say, the Hydra. But if you haven't unlocked that gun already, as I say, you can only really, I think, get it in the llamas now, so it's down to luck, unfortunately. But you know, if you've got a mate with one, you can always ask them to craft it for you, or if you're playing in a game with people that have got them, just ask them to craft it, throw them a few items, I'm sure they won't mind. I certainly don't mind, I've done it a few times. And you might get a decent gun in return as well. We should just rinse this one, and then that'll be round over. And this is my last game, as I say, to unlock Southie, the new Outlander. And the only other Outlander to have pistol perks, which is... you know what, fuck it, I'm going to put Teddy down because I've got that anyway. I can. Kind of pointless putting Teddy down now, but let's do it for shits and giggles. See, he is, I mean, if you've watched my Range Deadeye video, you'll see me playing or putting the Teddy down in front of appropriately levelled hordes, and he just doesn't do anything. Now, I haven't focused on tech damage, admittedly, but even then you would expect him to be able to kill one... you know, like one lobber or one whatever husk quite quickly, and it just doesn't. It's just useless. But in this mode, it's pretty cool. Okay, let's just use them all. Save a bit of ammo. But even here, you can see he's not exactly rinsing through people. While I'm one-shotting everything, he's taking his time about it. Okay, I'm going to go back up and I'm going to get that that last Teddy. Where is it? Right there. Oh, you got to be a bit careful with that phase shift, because if you haven't got the energy for it, it can. Oh, that was a beautiful strike from that ninja there. It can end in disaster. Hello. I thought that was a big one down there, but it was just stood next to me. Lovely, lovely. Rinsing it. 4-minute round. This seems to be going on forever. This one. I mean, this team, I have to say, I've had some good teams, mediocre teams, and bad teams. But these guys, they seem to be pretty good. Everyone's pulling their weight. In fact, I haven't done that much in it. It's partly because I'm commentating and it puts me off a little bit, but partly because, as I say, this gun sort of limits the wave clearing effectiveness that I can have. I would expect the ninjas in these sort of low-level games to be the most, well, producing the biggest combat scores. But we'll see at the end of the round. Okay, let's put Teddy down again. Yeah, he's pretty useless even at this level. I mean, he's killing stuff. He's just not killing it that quickly. But I just like Teddy, to be honest. I think he's pretty cool. You know, it would have been nice if Ranger Deadeye had a slightly more powerful Teddy or a different skill to Teddy. But I think if Teddy was powerful on Ranger Deadeye, he would be OP. I think what would have been more appropriate is his anti-material charge, so this skill. Because again, when you're playing against appropriately leveled stuff, it doesn't really do much. And he doesn't have another skill for like the mini-mob clears. Oh, I'm out of ammo. I'll shut that down as well. So yeah, you know, like if you're playing a soldier, you've obviously got a skill, your grenades, and you've got 3 of them, and they last... You know, they last a while and reset reasonably quickly. So yeah, he doesn't really have that in his artillery. So what I tend to do is carry my Freedom's Herald round with me, and that's essentially a grenade launcher. Right, let's see the damage we can lay down. Is that his head? Yeah, there you go. Got a crit on the last shot. You really need crit and a headshot on the bigger stuff with this gun and with Ranger, and it just does a huge amount of damage. You can take out bigger mobs very quickly, and you occasionally get the knockback as well, the impact, which again, if you're getting ruined and they're all diving in on you, then it does help massively to have that little bit of knockback to give you a little bit more time to kill stuff. I feel like I'm just not doing anything. I'm really not doing much. There's traps everywhere. This ninja is absolutely all over them. And I'm carrying a Deagle with 6 rounds in the clip. Oh, come on, ninja. Go on. I came over here to get away from you, mate. So I could get a bit of action in myself. What do? You come swinging your pickaxe around me. Ooh, disappointing damage on that fella. I swear to God, this ninja, just go, dude, go over the other side where there's loads of them. Don't need to be here and there. I think, you know, that's part of the key to this gun as well. I'm constantly reloading when I've got like a break in play. Even if it's, you've only shot 1 round off and it's just for a split second, it's worth doing it. I don't think I killed the ghost then, did I? Oh, look. See, that I have no idea if that killed him or not because the ninja dived in as well. That barrel, actually. Woo! Get rid of that fella. There we go. There's the knockback. Yeah, that ninja has just been annoying the whole game, to be honest. He's one of those people. Habitual line crosser. I will say, obviously, if you're playing on a high skill level, you need to be building. You need to be putting your defender down every round. At this level, it's not really a problem. You're just rinsing through everything, want it in everything, in your face. Didn't see it then. Okay, let's have a teddy. Why not? Shouldn't lead him away. Oh, I just phase shift nowhere then. Didn't mean to do that either, never mind. Yeah, I'm a bit gutted actually. I can't use my vendetta. Would have been so nice on this mode, but the only reason I'm playing this tier 2 stuff, should be in the level 46 tier 3 now. The only reason I'm playing it is just because I want to unlock all of the skill tree points, and I think I've got quite a lot of games to go, to be honest. I'm not that far into tier 2. Tier 1's full. Tier 2, probably need about another 15-20 points, something like that. So yeah, it's going to take a while. It's going to be a bit laborious, but yeah, I'm going to get through it, and then it will make the tier 3 stuff a lot easier. I can finally get that rocket launcher. I could go straight into tier 3 and get it. I probably could get away with it now. As I say, the base itself, building a massive impenetrable base isn't that important. As long as you've got a good team, everyone's doing their bit, putting up kill walls, lots of combat.
Wish I could.
It's all good. All good. Ooh, hello. Eddie. What if I can just sort of hang about here and avoid them? There we go. Daytime. Nearly done. I reckon we've got another minute of gameplay here and we should have completed this. Alright. Do a bit of sniping from up here. Oh, hello. There we go. Job done. Let's see what the combat scores is. I will be absolutely dumbfounded if the ninja isn't number 1 in this one. Okay, well, I mean, I don't feel like I had a good game there, and I didn't put that many traps or defenders up, but I'm still. I mean, I'm in the top 3 there, but not miles off of number 2 and number 3, so I'm pretty happy with that. But anyway, there you go, guys. I mean, that's just a sort of indication of what's to expect in Horde Bash. You will need to progress to the later tier, the tier 3 stuff. So level 46, you're going to need to be quite powerful, sort of Canny Valley, early Canny Valley, late Plankerton level to be able to do that. But from what I can ascertain, that's how you unlock the Scavenger rocket launcher. And again, I haven't got it yet, but I've sort of had a look at it, and it does seem pretty OP, and it's cheaper to craft than the other rocket launchers, and that's one of the main things with the rocket launchers, because obviously they're disposable. You get a few shots and then you throw them away. cheaper to craft, the better, and the more powerful, the better. So it'll be interesting to see what that one pans out like, and we'll have a look at that when I unlock it. But yeah, until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the like button if you did, and subscribe for more Fortnite action. And until next time, GG, well played, and laters, fam. Laters.